and gentlemen. Today I'll be reviewing Thor Ragnarok. Thor Ragnarok is an action sci-fi adventure directed by Taika Waititi, very well known for his films What We Do in the Shadows, Hunt for the Wilder's People, and Boy. So, Thor Ragnarok. Of course, I've already reviewed this film. This is pretty much my reason to review it again because of the new Thor Love and Thunder film that's going to be coming out in a few weeks. And I wanted to re-review this film because the last time I did, it was a very much different environment and just very different quality. So now we've changed as a reviewer for the better. And now we're talking about Thor Ragnarok again. So this film, let's talk about the performances in this film. We got Chris Hemsworth returning as Thor. And this takes Thor a few years after Avengers Age of Ultron. This is his adventure. And when shit is hitting the fan, especially with the whole Ragnarok situation, things go crazy and Chris Hemsworth does his Thor thing. His performance was great. I think this is one of his best performances as Thor. Personally, I think this is just one of his best performances, and I just thought he did a fantastic job as Thor. He's great, very funny. Let me tell you, this film, when it works with the comedy, this works very well. I feel like the comedy in this film is probably one of the best, up there with like the MCU, because the MCU is very well known with its comedy. But I think this film, when it came to the comedy, it hit very well. Chris Hemsworth was just great. He was awesome. He was so powerful. And I freaking loved him. I love him as Thor. This is the film that I truly was like, yes, I love Chris Hemsworth as Thor, and I love the guy. And I thought he did just a fantastic job when it came to his performances, the acting too. When it came to the emotional aspects of this film, Chris Hemsworth was just really good in this film. Loki is in this film. The last time we saw Loki, he died, so he came back because of his mischievous ways. Tom Hiddleston's awesome. He's just Loki. He is amazing as Loki, and I truly think Tom Hiddleston is just amazing as Loki. I wouldn't choose another guy as him. He's great. His chemistry between him and Chris Hemsworth has evolved and better. His comedy is great too, and he's just a great anti-hero. But he's just awesome. I freaking love Loki. He's great. He's funny. I very much think that his character has grown, especially from like Thor to being this angry guy kid to like, as a character, I feel like he has such a personal growth, and I really did love that, and I think Loki has evolved and is a much better character. The villain, played by Cate Blanchett, plays Hela, and she's one of the few villains that are really good. MCU, their villains are very one-dimensional, they just want power and stuff. She has depth, and it's great. And I love Cate Blanchett's performance as Hela. I thought she did a fantastic job, and I thought her as a villain was really good. She's also super powerful. Like, when this film came out, she was up there as, like, most powerful villain, and I thought Hela was awesome. She was badass, took no shit, she would kill you, and that's it, take order, because she just wants power. She wants power, she wants to take control of Asgard in the 9 realms, and we learned a lot about her character in this film. It's really, such a really cool character. It's up there as top-tier villain, in my personal opinion. I thought she was amazing as Hela. Definitely up there with best villains in that Marvel. I ain't saying much because Marvel's villains are kind of like eh. I mean, their villains can be really bad. It's like a back and forth. The villain can be really good. You know, some are like amazing, and then they're just bad and just forgettable and stuff like that. But I thought Hela was a really very memorable character, and I thought she did a fantastic job as Hela. We got new characters. Tessa Thompson as Valkyrie. She was amazing. She's one of the Valkyries. She's funny as hell in this film, and just her chemistry between everybody was just great. I really did enjoy her character. She's cool. You learn a lot about her backstory, and it's a very sad and just a messed up backstory. Mark Ruffalo as Hulk. A very changed character, let me tell you. The character's changed for the better. Or for worse. For worse, I feel like the character is kind of like, I mean, Hulk's character kind of like gets worse and worse by the movies. I thought he was in his best in the Avengers, but I still dig him in Thor Ragnarok. I did enjoy him. I like his chemistry between him and Thor, and of course when the trailer you see him talk, and it's very interesting to see that, especially in this film, and I thought that was hilarious. I loved it. I thought their chemistry was great. He was hilarious. He's also a badass too, so like it's not like he was a wimp. He was a badass. He still that angry and tough guy. He kicks everybody's ass, and I love that. I love that from Hulk. I love that anger, the anger in him. Sound like Emperor Palpatine. I love Hulk though. I thought Hulk was cool in this film. I did like his and his chemistry with Chris as well. Jeff Goldblum, he's great. I love him as the villain. He's dope. He's Jeff Goldblum. love Jeff Goldblum. He's great. He's always good. He's always good. He's funny. He's got that little wit, and I enjoy him. Everybody in the film did a great job. Idris Elba. He's cool as Heimdall. I feel like they can utilize him more, but I still think he's good in the film. Carl Urban in this film, funny enough, they didn't do shit with his character personally, which is kind of like, I mean, he's funny in scenes, but they didn't do shit with Carl Urban. Because now with Carl Urban, he's the Billy the Butcher. But I think that's the thing. He's Billy the Butcher. He's made for that character. This character's kind of like, eh. I don't hate him. I thought it was fine. It's just, I feel like seeing him and Billy and the Butcher's like, yeah, it sucks that Marvel didn't utilize him well. And also, it's completely different. It's completely different. We got kid-friendly Marvel stuff, and then we got just The Boys, which is a straight-up massacre, blood bath in mostly every episode. It's a completely different story, different take. It's completely different. So, yeah, it's good with Carl Urban though. He's Billy the Butcher. I love him as that character. Benedict Cumberbatch is in this film. He's only there for a little bit. He's great too. Directing was great. I love Taika. He's slowly but surely becoming my favorite director. I saw What We Do in the Shadows a few years, I think a year ago. I don't know. It's been a while. I loved it. I thought it was hilarious. And Jojo Rabbit is just such a fantastic film. I think Taika has come to become such a fantastic director. I'm very much looking forward to what he does with Thor: Love and Thunder. But his direction was really good. The story was so cool. It's just, I like how they did this story, you know what I mean? Because the previous two Thors were not good. I mean, I like the first one. The second one was just downhill spiral, in my personal opinion. This film really made me love Thor, and it really made me love this film. At that time, I didn't think, oh, Thor, I was going to love this film. This film did it. I was very much happy. I loved every minute of it. I wasn't bored for nothing. I thought the story was just so interesting. This whole character development of Thor was just great. I loved it, how he became this character. And now he's like in his prime, his purest. And I love it. I love seeing that. And I thought that was just amazing to see. The story was so cool. The dialogue was really good. The writing was pretty good. I thought everybody had great dialogue. I wasn't mad by all means. I loved this film. I was awesome. I thought the film had such an amazing story. Visual effects were just beautiful. It's very colorful, and I loved it. I love the whole colorful aspect to this, and it's just great. Taika does it so well, and I love what he did with this character. Pretty much reinventing this character, a character that not many people cared about, and just really like shooting him. And now he's a character that people loved. Before this film, like, Thor was great. He was such a great character. I'm not saying otherwise. It's just not many people liked him because not many people related to him. Now with Thor Ragnarok, that film really was like, people really, that's the film that I was like, I love Thor, and I love him as a character. I really do love that character, and I'm so hyped for Thor: Love and Thunder. I love the music score. I love the whole sci-fi-esque. I thought that was just really cool. The costumes was just top tier, top notch. Everybody's costume was great. The CGI was really good. I didn't look at scenes like bad CGI by all means. I thought the CGI was really good. Red guy, definitely CGI by all means, but you can tell. But yeah, that guy was CGI, you can definitely tell. But the CGI from there is still amazing. I thought the CGI was really good from the beginning to the end. I thought CGI was done very, very well. The chemistry between everybody was really good. That was one of the best things of this film, is just the chemistry between everybody. Everybody had such great chemistry. You never saw just bad chemistry between everybody in general. I thought everybody just worked so well together, and I thought that was very good. The chemistry between everybody was just so good, and I really did love that. I really did love this film. It's one of the best movies of 2017 in my personal opinion. Logan is definitely a 6, but this film was just amazing. It was definitely one of Marvel's bests. But I just love Thor Ragnarok. It's such an amazing film from beginning to end. You're just enjoying. It's just so much fun. Korg is great. He's a character in this film I don't want to spoil, but he's awesome. He's like one of the most, like, he's not there for much, but he's freaking amazing. It's just all around just a fun movie, you know? It's fun, not boring, and I just loved every minute of it. So yeah, Thor Ragnarok, without a doubt, gets a 5 out of 5 stars. It's amazing. I loved it. And I can't wait for Thor: Love and Thunder. I can't wait to see what Taika does, because he's going to write that film. He didn't write this film, but the directing was so damn good still, and this film is still an amazing film. So I'm very much interested to see what he does with Thor: Love and Thunder and with the story and stuff. But yeah, that's my review for Thor Ragnarok. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next review. Peace.